Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to do a quick video, show you what I got going on right here. Right here, we have ourselves a brand new barrel vise. And what I'm using this for is I'm actually building my wife a surprise rifle. She's deployed with the Air Force right now. When she gets back, I'm going to have her a nice Mauser action. I'm going to rebarrel the 22-250, so I needed this to pull the old 8mm barrel off, which you can see right behind this one. I don't have anything against 8mm, but it's a little bit big for my wife. I wanted something more pleasant for her to shoot, something that she'll enjoy shooting. Excuse the mess, by the way. This is a workbench, and therefore work gets done, so deal with it. It's a really hefty cartridge for my wife, and I personally love 8mm. I think I only have about 1,500 rounds of it in my cabinet down here, but a little bit husky for my wife, and so I'm rechambering the 22-250. That white stuff you see right here on the barrel, that is rosin. And for those of you who haven't seen the video, I'm not going to waste time on the video showing you how to do this process because Midway USA actually has a YouTube video. I'll try to link it to this one or put it in the comments or something so that you guys can refer to it if you need to. One thing I will say is that, sometimes you watch videos about gunsmithing and, whoever's telling you how to do something is making it sound about 10 times easier than it does. But Larry Potterfield, the master gunsmith that he is, it actually did a really good job of explaining how to use this, demonstrated it very well, and I, being, a first-timer, was able to load this thing in here and crack it off the first try. I also got, be advised, if you do this, you also have to get the accompanying action wrench. God, this thing's heavy. So that's what I have here. I mean, I wrapped it back in the plastic just to protect it, but it's a wrench. It's not really that, exciting. Big hunking piece of metal wrench. And here, let me give you the stock number for that in case you need it. This one's the one for Mausers, by the way. Let me get focus a little bit. There you go. There's another one if you need to do a Remington 700 or whatever. This is for the barrel vise itself. And actually, this kit's fairly all-inclusive. It comes with your shims. The rosin is extra, though. You have to order that separately. But I mean, it's not that cheap, and they give you a huge bag of it. I think that bag, if that doesn't last you your lifetime, then you've got to be a professional gunsmith. So yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of stuff with this rifle. I mainly want to just take videos of it to document the progress, so I can show my wife everything I did, and it's documented. But here, let me show you what we got going on. This is the receiver I pulled. Don't mind that bold trigger on there. I just did that for fitment check. Which, oh, by the way, if you guys plan on doing something similar to this, be advised that if you're using the trigger safety bold trigger on a Mauser like this one, so that when you're shooting, when the rifle's built, you actuate it with your thumb, as opposed to the traditional Mauser style bolt shroud where the safety would be up here and you'd flip it all the way over and all the way back. Be advised, if you delete this in lieu of one of these safetyless bolt shrouds, you are going to have to file or sand or grind this lip off, because here's what happens. As you can see here, I'll line it up in the back. When this, imagine the bolt body's in there or whatever, but as you can see, that lip contacts the safety button right there. So you're going to have to file some of this detent off right there. But I still don't mind this. This is a part I bought from a from a source I will not name because they refuse to do business to California, so to hell with them. I got in before they stopped selling CNR rifles to the state, but since they stopped, they can go to hell. But I got this before they stopped selling me. In fact, I got these rifles from the same place. So yeah, if you delete the shroud safety off of the Mauser bolt, and you're planning on using this bold trigger, just keep in mind that you're going to have to grind that portion off. It's just the way it is. But it's going to be, a lot cooler that way anyway. So basically what we have here, this is a Yugoslav Mauser, an M48 action. Now this is traditionally, this wouldn't be the best choice for a custom Mauser. If you were doing a custom Mauser, you can see right there is 2447 on the side. Your best choices for Mausers are usually the 98 variants, regular large ring long action Mausers. This is a large ring intermediate action Mauser. So when I'm buying a barrel, the regular barrel for a large ring Mauser, any normal Mauser like 98 barrel will work. So that's all good, but the problem is that the length of the action itself is actually shorter than a regular 98K Mauser. So you run into parts compatibility issues, but I wasn't that worried about it because my thought process is that since I'm actually going to a slightly shorter cartridge in the 22-250, I'm thinking that the less of the length of action that I have, the better, just because magazine feeding issues and stuff like that. I figured that if the magazine in the bottom would have feeding issues in a longer action rifle, or if this stuff was traveling around inside the action, that it would be better to have a shorter action anyway. But if you're rechambering to some other cartridge, like, I don't know, some people take 98 Mausers and they do like 375 H&H and just all kinds of craziness. I'm not doing anything that big because I want to be able to use my shoulders when I'm 50. But you can definitely take these 98 Mausers and put some heavy duty cartridges on them, as long as you do your homework with the stock and drill the cross supports and everything. But for our purposes, this receiver I think is going to be just about ideal. So that's kind of why I picked it. You can go crazy with customizing Mausers. I mean, I could try to grind off these detents for the stripper clips and stuff like that. I'm not going to do anything that nuts. So I mean, I'm going to get a stainless steel barrel in 22-250. The one I want isn't available on Midway right now. Bold trigger. I'm going to do the shroud safety delete. This is going to be electroless nickel plated, which I'm also going to try to do myself, so fingers crossed and wish me luck. I'm going to try to get a hinged floor plate and trigger guard, but that's hard on these M48/2447 rifles because of the length of the action. That's a compatibility issue. The trigger guards will not transfer between a 98K and a M48 or a 2447 Yugo. This is the bolt that came with it. I didn't do this, so please, no jokes about the fact that the bolt's blued. Some moron in Yugoslavia did this, obviously not thinking about the collector's value. So yeah, no jokes. But I am going to lap these lugs to get some good contact and make my wife a smooth bolt action rifle. So yeah, more to come. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.